welcome to Friendly AI. I'm your host, Mike Colangelo, and for a video game to capture my imagination, I need to get hooked. And I'm not talking about being sold to an underground sex ring. How could I when I pay to be there? I'm talking about games that hook you by the greasy taint and don't let go. You have to kill that boss or finish that final quest. Your best friend is dying of red scarlet fever, but that doesn't matter. All you want to do is play that super amazing game. It hooks you in, you get it? Now Destiny, on the other hand, is a game with fantastic ideas and superb shooting mechanics created by Bungie, the developer that birthed Master Chief out of their slimy, coveted womb. Oh, God, it's a beautiful baby boy. Mwah. Destiny has everything going for it. Everything is big budget and epic. But for some reason, for me, all those amazing things just don't connect and mesh well together. It just doesn't hook me. I just played with it for 3 weeks when it came out, on and off, and lost interest and let it die in my heart. Kind of like my special basement guests. I killed them. Now, one of the major complaints of Destiny when it came out almost a year ago was Peter Dinklage's voice acting performance as Ghost. Yeah, the little guy from Game of Thrones. Great actor, no question there, plus the dude knows how to slam. People said that his voice performance was too drone-like, lifeless, and robotic, even though the role he was playing was a lifeless robotic drone. Make the robot funny and quirky like Pixar's WALL-E. It was recently announced that with the new Destiny expansion, The Taken King, coming out soon, that Bungie also hired famous video game voice actor Nolan North to be the voice of Ghost instead of my Peter Dinklage. Nobody cuts my Dinklage. And not only will Nolan North be playing Ghost in the new expansion, but he will be replacing all of Dinklage's hours and hours of voice work in the game. My Dinklage is in pain and infected. That's right, Nolan North, the guy who plays Nathan Drake in Uncharted, is replacing your Dinklage. Immediately, people assumed, including myself, that Dinklage was replaced because of the negative fan feedback and the biblical bitching and moaning that gamers sent to Bungie about his performance as Ghost. But this turns out not to be the case, and the real truth is quite shocking. Bungie hates little people. Of course that is not true. You little people need to grow up. I'm fully aware I'm going to hell. I'm in it. Destiny's lead concept artist, Jesse Von Dijk, opened his mouth and explained why Bungie cut our Dinklage. This is what he said. We wanted to improve the sense of what goals players were chasing after, because very often we could find that they were chasing after a gun or following a specific quest line. What we wanted to do was chart that more clearly, and ultimately that led to something that we call questification. All of the Taken King content has been given that treatment, and when we started working on that, we were actually so satisfied with the formula that we went, wait a minute, why don't we give all our previous content the same treatment? Why don't we questify that as well? So in order for Bungie to do that, of course they needed to re-record the Ghost dialogue. Now I'm only speculating here, but I believe it was a bit of Peter Dinklage is too expensive and we prefer Nolan North's performance. Jesse Von Dijk went on to say, when we started looking at voice actors and we decided to work with Nolan North, the consistency of the entire universe is very important to us, so we decided to give the full treatment to all of our previous content too. This is why Nolan North is also your Ghost from the very moment you start the game. So I get it, Bungie wanted consistency, they're all about consistency now. Except when it comes to the fun factor of Destiny quests. But the real reason why they decided that Nolan North should re-record all the dialogue is because that wizard came from the moon. In all my years gaming, I've never seen anything like this, when a crucial voiceover performance is yanked out of the game and replaced a year after its release. Because the times they are a-changing. Bob Dylan. I get that things are always changing in Destiny, and the first year is basically an open beta, but this change is just way too much for my little brain to handle. I mean, yesterday I was talking to my grandpa and he's been dead for 18 years. I need help. I know a lot of people out there hated Peter Dinklage's performance, but I never thought in a million years that Bungie would actually replace his voice with pretty boy Nolan North. I mean, what's next? Hey, you know all the water levels in all the Mario games? Take them out! Boss battles in Deus Ex Human Revolution? Take them out! Witcher 3 Gwent cards? Put more in! I, for one, have a hard time believing in Bungie and feel like we're not getting the full story. You'll notice the voice change in Destiny when the Taken King expansion comes out, and you will also hear a battle cry from my den. Even though I don't play the game anymore, I still care somehow. The new expansion, Taken King, launches September 15th, but Bungie, you have already taken my king. Goodbye, Dinklage! Let me know what you think of the Dinklage change. Do you still play Destiny, or do you play games at all? I'll leave a link to my source, or for you oldies out there, a URL. And here's an oldie but a goodie, Aloysius. I replaced his heart pills with Quaaludes. I can't wait to see the look on his little face. And I can't wait for your faces to follow my face on Twitter. I'm going to keep you up to date with gaming news and my videos. And speaking of faces, remember my Facebook page, link below. Thank you very much for watching, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Maybe you can visit my basement and check out my Dinklage shrine. Yeah, you got me. It's just pictures of my bald penis. Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Welcome to Friendly AI. I'm your host, Michael. Oh! Oh! Oh, God, it's a beautiful baby boy. Mwah. Make the robot quirky and funny like Wally's Pixar. Like Pixar's Wally. You bum. I'm just getting some drinks. Just a water drink. No vodka. But this turns out not to be the... Who waves like this? First one probably, but keep going, you're good. On camera fart, on camera fart. It was an on camera shit.